Good evening, my Real News Media TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update. And in the news this evening, missing man's body found in Rodney's arm. The partially decomposed body of a man reported missing by his family was found in Rodney's arm, Portmore, on Saturday evening. 24-year-old Mario Donor, a basketball player of a Bridgeport, Portmore address, was reported missing by members of his family on Thursday, May 16. Reports are that Donor's body was found with a belt tied to his neck in an abandoned dwelling in the area. Prior to falling into disrepair, Rodney's arm was a hotspot for cultural tourists. Since then, it has become a safe haven for criminal activity. Mayor Swebe to demand update street lights along Kingston main roads in upcoming GPS meeting. Mayor of Kingston and St. Andrew and the Council for the Vineyard Town Division, Andrew Swebe, says he will demand an audit and update from the Jamaica Public Service regarding the functionality of streetlights along the main thoroughfares to the city. Swebe was speaking at his pre-Labor Day project in Nannyville Gardens on Sunday. The mayor noted that he is scheduled to meet with members of the JPS on May 27. I'll also be speaking with them about the general streetlights in terms of maintenance of our streetlights. I think it is supposed to take 14 working days when you report a streetlight for it to be fixed, and they are not keeping that, Swebe said. He continued, I intended to raise with them also an audit. I had pushed for an audit when I was on the minority side at least twice a year, and I am still on that to do an audit. Another thing that I want to raise with them is that on the main thoroughfares to the city, I am talking about the Palisados Road, I'm talking about the Sir Florizel Glasspool Boulevard, I am talking about Michael Manley Highway, I am talking about Marcus Garvey Drive, I am talking about Washington Boulevard. These are issues that I have raised for the last 4 years in the council about the gateway to the city. Plenty lights are not working, the mayor stated. I think the last quote I did was over 80 odd lights not working on Sir Florizel Glasspool Boulevard. Only on that one are not working. I was told that those were under auspices of the UDC. Now I've seen something in the paper sometime last year that those have been handed over to JPS. I am going to demand from the JPS what is the plan to have these lights fixed, he said. At the same time, Swebe expressed disappointment in regards to garbage and the cut-down trees left behind due to the hurricane preparation activities undertaken by the JPS recently in the area. I believe that JPS, in anticipation for the hurricane season, that they are cutting down some trees, and I commended them for that. What I can't commend them for is that having cut down the trees 3 weeks in Nannyville Gardens and other communities, they have not yet come and clean it, so I have to be cleaning up some of their own garbage, he said. The councillor said the cleaning up activities in Nannyville Gardens are a part of his commitment to get Kingston clean. Too many dumping taking place. Persons who are building their house, who can afford to build their house, come and throw their rubbles right on Mountain View Avenue. This is embarrassing. It doesn't go well for the community or for the Mountain View Avenue. Matter of fact, you have a no dumping sign right there, and the persons are still dumping things there. I'm encouraging residents to make sure that they bag their garbage. The garbage truck comes once a week and to put it out. We are also creating additional parking because there is limited parking in Nannyville Gardens, so we're using some of the dump sites to create parking for persons, Swebe said. Chang says Dr. Kevin Blake is most qualified police commissioner in the region. National Security Minister Dr. Harris Chang has said that newly appointed Commissioner of Police Dr. Kevin Blake is the most qualified top cop in the region. Chang made the remark recently during his contribution to the 2024-2025 sectorial debate in the House of Representatives. The Security Ministry also described Blake's elevation to the top job as a Jamaican success story. He further lauded outgoing Commissioner Major General Anthony Anderson, who was in charge of the Jamaica Constabulary Force for 6 years, during which he oversaw far-reaching changes. We are indeed blessed to have someone of the caliber of Dr. Blake, who may be the most qualified chief of police in the entire region. Truly a Jamaican success story, Chang stated. He noted that on the recent occasion of selecting a commissioner of police, the Police Service Commission interviewed the 4 deputy commissioners who were all found to be very capable of holding that office. However, with the continued evolution of the force, its expanded size and increasing use of technology, change and management skills were deemed very critical going forward. Consequently, the PSC found in Dr. Kevin Blake the right person at this time. The Security Minister pointed to Blake's experience in the JCF, which includes intelligence, logistics, policy, research, and geographic policing. This makes him a highly qualified individual. In fact, Dr. Blake's intellectual acuity makes him a chief executive officer in any company with a first degree in computer science and mathematics, master's in computer-based management information system, and a PhD in sustainable development. These proficiencies and skills are critical to the successful administration of a large organization that operates in a dynamic environment, Chang stressed. He also pointed to what he said was the smooth and seamless transition from Major General Anderson to Dr. Blake, describing it as a testament to the level of human resource development that has taken place within the JCF. There will be some hurdles along the way, but I am confident that Dr. Blake possesses the capabilities to overcome them and resolve any issues that arise, Chang remarked. He expressed his deep appreciation to Anderson, whom he noted had over the past 6 years initiated a broad range of changes and helped to ensure that we could take the force to this level. There is no doubt that the elevation of a serving member of the highest office will impact positively on the morale of the force, since any bright young officer can now aspire to reach the highest level within the force, Chang added. Constitutional roadblock was bound to happen, says the former Attorney General and Justice Minister. The current impasse between the government and the opposition on the report of the Constitutional Reform Committee was bound to happen, according to A.J. Nicholson, a former Attorney General and Minister of Justice. Nicholson, speaking with the news last week, said the current opposition was predictable from the outset and cited the continued silence from the government on fundamental matters as evidence. I have been consistently stating in writing, based on what has taken place over decades in former British colonies, the position of the PNP concerning Jamaica moving away from the Privy Council and subscribing fully to the CCJ was encouraging the government to see the light, Nicholson told the news. Last year, when they established the CRC, ostensibly as a vehicle towards decolonization, I publicly predicted that, with the awkward phased agenda that they set, the outcome could be nothing other than where we are today. For the government now to dare to suggest that where we are today has been caused by the opposition is precisely nothing short of being Machiavellianism, Nicholson stated. While the government has indicated it will not address the country's final court before the second phase of the CRC's work, the opposition has drawn a red line on what it has indicated are its sticking points. Marlene Malahou Ford, the Minister of Legal and Constitutional Affairs, has acknowledged that the trust between the political parties is broken. Commenting on Friday's meeting of the CRC, she said she was trying to bring the two sides to an understanding. The leader of the opposition made comments, and we responded to his comments. I specifically asked if they were going to sign, and they did not indicate, she told the news. I mean, if they didn't sign because he made comments and we responded to the comments, I think he will have to tell the nation whether he is opposed to the move to abolish the monarchy. We know he would like the court discussed, but we can only move on the matters on which we have consensus at this time and work to build a consensus where it doesn't exist. However, still smarting from opposition leader Mark Golding's public comments on his concerns about the CRC report, Malahou Ford said she believes it was a mistake on Golding's part to have raised the matter in public. On Friday, I was trying to ascertain a response on where the members stand, since the report only contains matters on which there is a consensus, she stated. She acknowledged that the opposition might feel it did not benefit from anything coming out of phase 1 of the deliberations, but said they should not feel that way because she does not consider it a win for the government but a win for the country.